Today I'm going to show you how easy it is to make your own homemade granola. You can put on yogurt, ice cream, just eat it in a bag as a snack. You just need a few ingredients. You can add extras if you want, but it doesn't take a lot, and it's fairly easy. So let's get started. First you're going to have whole rolled oats is preferable. I'm going to double my recipe, so I'm actually going to put 6 cups in this bowl. Oops. All right. Put a little extra, that's okay. It's a very forgiving recipe. Next to this, you're going to add, again, I'm doubling the recipe, but I will have this recipe down in the description. Usually it's a half of cup of oil of your choice. I use extra virgin olive oil. It's just healthier, easier on your stomach. You could use coconut oil if you like, but I'm using a whole cup of olive oil because I'm doubling my recipe. It's taking a while. Okay. Now we're going to give that a good stir. Now the recipe calls for half a cup of either honey, or you can use maple syrup as an alternative. I prefer honey. I prefer the taste of honey, so we are using honey. Also, keep in mind we're going to bake this, and you could use raw honey, but in the baking process it just kills a lot of the properties. So I would, maybe if you don't have bees and you have to buy your honey, maybe not use a raw honey. We're going to use a whole teaspoon of salt, cinnamon if you like. I'm actually going to add vanilla to mine as well. It's optional, you don't have to. And then optionally you can add nuts or dried fruits or anything like that you would like to your granola. So I'm going to give this a good stir. Get everything coated well. So I am actually going to add about a cup of chopped almonds to mine. You can use pecans, walnuts, anything you like. If you like fruit in your granola, you could add raisins. In my house, I'm the only one that likes raisins, so I don't add them. That way everyone else can eat it too. Okay, that looks like it is pretty well coated. Now I have preheated my oven to 300 degrees, and what we're going to do is just get your baking pan with a rim, add some parchment, add your parchment, and we are going to add the granola to the pan now. And keep in mind, this is me doubling the recipe. It's really stuck in there. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of distribute it evenly on the pan. Kind of smoothing it out to kind of get flat here. That looks pretty good. Now we're going to put it in our oven, our preheated oven, and I'm going to check it in 20-minute increments. So I'm setting the timer for 20 minutes the first time, and then I will check it and stir kind of in between until it gets to the nice golden brown color I'm looking for. Okay, my timer went off. It is not ready. It doesn't have that golden texture I want, so I'm just mixing through. Gonna stir it around here and kind of make sure, it's still mixed up. And then we are going to pop this back in the oven for another 20 minutes. And I will keep doing this until it has the toasty color that I would like on top. So I'll let you know how long that takes. And yeah, we're going to pop this back in the oven. All right, timer went off again. This is about the third, maybe fourth round of 20-minute increments of putting the granola in. Right now it looks perfect. This is the way we want it to look. So now we're just going to take this out and sit it here on the counter. I have it on top of my trivets. And what we're going to do is just let this sit here a little while and cool off. It just needs to cool off. It still won't be, it's not super crispy, super hard yet. And you can stir this around a little bit, kind of mix it through. And as it sits here and cools, it will start crisping up. So we are going to just let this sit for a little while, about a couple of hours, and we will come back and check it in a little bit. So our granola has been out of the oven and cooling for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. As you can see, as it cools, it does harden. So it is not quite as pliable as it was before. So what I do usually, which makes it a little bit easier, is I just take my parchment paper like this and kind of just crumble it in all the way around like so. And usually when I have big chunks like this, I will just kind of break them up a little bit. And you can just store these in an airtight container. I have these half-gallon jars. They work great. So we are just going to continue to put these into the jar. And they will crumble as they're going in. So put those in. in there. You can use a funnel if you want to do that. I'm just going to do it this way real quick and easy. Once I get down to a smaller amount here, I will just kind of roll up my parchment like this. Close it up a little bit. And I will just kind of funnel that into my jar that way. Homemade granola. You can store it in a jar, airtight container. Lasts a long time. I'm just now running low, but I made this probably 2 months ago, maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago. And we stored it in an airtight jar. Lasts a long time. Great for whatever you use granola for, and you know what's in there, just simple ingredients, no additives. So I hope this video is helpful, and enjoy making your granola.